What's going on, family? It's your guy, Boro, the Lucky Libra, and thank you for tapping into another episode. As I can see by the title, we're picking up the signs through the houses series with Sagittarius in the 6th house. All right, so before we get into it, make sure to like, share, subscribe so we can circulate these gems, man. Make sure to tap into my website to connect with the Lucky Libra and tap into my Patreon. If you want to dive deeper, let's get right into it. Sagittarius in the 6th house. Now, what is the 6th house? The 6th house deal with our schedule, with our routine, influences, and things we may attract when we're in the midst of cultivating a schedule and routine in our life. The 6th house, highlights the workplace. All right, the workplace, what we may experience in the workplace. Okay, and the 6th house also highlights, influences of diet, regimen, our wellness. This house rules the nervous system. Now, when we put Sagittarius here, all right, my free-spirited Saggies, and for one, okay, Jupiter rules Sagittarius, so Jupiter's the ruler here. You need to know what house you have Jupiter in. The house you have Jupiter in is going to be the house that you're going to find answers and solutions when you have issues in your 6th house. The house Jupiter is in is going to be an area of your life that you're going to be influenced to craft and work on and make a part of your routine and schedule. And whatever Jupiter is experiencing in the house it's in is going to bring that wisdom, and those experiences that energy is going to trickle into your 6th house circumstances. Now, so Sagittarius is fire, right? Is ruled by Jupiter. Wherever we have Sagittarius in the chart, we're going to be experiencing a lot. We're going to be learning a lot. All right. It may be a little reckless, spontaneous, random, adventurous in this area. All right. Real free spirited. Really no boundaries, no restrictions. And that's the thing. That's the thing with Sagittarius here. Sagittarius is a square here. So Sagittarius comes out the 9th house. So when we get into the 6th house, this house needs order. This house needs structure. All right. This house needs practicality. All right. When we talk about our schedule and routine and how we go about working and building things in our life in order to manifest security and stability. Right. So when we got Sagittarius here, they're going to be very creative in this area. They're going to be very creative in this area. They're going to be able to learn quick in this area. This is my Sagittarius in the 6th house. This is my Cancer risings. No. Yes, this is my Cancer risings. All right. You may be a Taurus rising, maybe a Leo rising, but this is my what's the name? My Cancer risings. And when you put Sagittarius into the 6th house, these individuals are going to be real creative here. They're going to be experiencing here. Like, so you may have a lot of jobs. You may experience a whole bunch of different jobs. That's one thing. You don't. Sometimes you don't know what to expect in your work, in your line of work. You may dive into real adventurous lines of work or whatnot with Sagittarius here. But when you just get into the energy, not diving so much into things how they may manifest in the physical reality, the overall energy here is gonna place you into a lot of experiences in the 6th house. You're going to be pushed into situations to develop wisdom about schedule and routine here. And that's the thing. Like I said earlier, Sagittarius don't really like restriction and order. So that's some of the frustration you may deal with in the 6th house. There may be certain things you want to incorporate into you may want to have more of a free schedule, Sagittarius in the 6th house. You're going to really honor and value your, time to devote your schedule and routine to the things that you like to devote them towards what you like to learn and experience, right? What you like to feel fulfilled with in the 6th house. But that sense of dealing with some sense of order and responsibility kicks in here. All right. So, Jupiter and Sagittarius is going to go through them experiences here. You got to be careful not burning bridges in this house. You got to be careful that just because, you didn't resonate in a certain environment or whatnot, that, you don't burn bridges in any type of way. And sometimes, you may have to cut somebody out in the workplace or whatnot. Just make sure that shit is warranted. All right. But things can be a little unstable here, a little reckless, change a lot. So Cancer rising has to make a decision on what they want to do in that 6th house. Got to make a decision as to how they want their schedule and routine to be, because you can't stay floaty in this house. Sagittarius is another sign that can make you a little floaty in this area, make you just, just go with the wind in this area. You can't do that here. Can't do that here. We got to establish ourselves from a practical point of view. So they may get into spiritual influences or things to teach other individuals. They may manifest being a teacher within their career. So it's like not saying that they're going to be a teacher, but let's say they work in the hair salon. They may teach a lot in the hair salon, teach their clients a lot, teach their coworkers a lot. So whatever they do, they may find themselves circulating a lot of knowledge or their experiences, storytelling, circulating awareness in the areas that they deal with. People may look at them as very knowledgeable in their work field, But, with Sagittarius in the 6th house, there's going to be a crave for freedom in the schedule. So this actually what can fuel the work ethic. The work ethic can be supported because they want to have a free schedule. They want to have an open schedule. They don't want to have such a refined schedule, tight time management. Everything's tight. They don't want all restrictions, limitations. They don't want all that. So the motivation here for the Cancer rising can be to put their energy into something in that 6th house in their earth houses, so they can have more of a sense of freedom with how they like to schedule things, how they like to routine things. But you have to build up some credentials, some spiritual credentials, before you just start. You got to manifest some things in the physical realm for that 6th house to be open, be more free, and you not have to deal with the backlash and not taking care of responsibilities, not taking care of priorities. You got to establish yourself first with whatever you're doing within career. All right. Once again, they may teach a lot in career, may have strong spiritual influences for things they want to do in career, especially when we get into wellness, especially when we get into diet and regimen. Sagittarius love to learn. So once they find something about wellness or, how to tweak things inside your routine schedule, how you take care of yourself to improve your wellness, or things within the nervous system and the subconscious, they may thrive in trying to express that. Wherever Sagittarius is at, once again, you're going to be learning a lot and inspired. You may have strong potential to express in that area. So when it comes into wellness and whatnot, they may really take their Sagittarius deal with higher learning, right? It deal with philosophy. So they may start to build a lot of philosophies around their diet and regimen, around what they put in their body. All right. They love to learn about these things. But yeah, you may manifest a lot of spontaneous shit in the workplace at times. Even when it's like you have to make an effort to be stable here. Because Sagittarius deals with so much spontaneous shit, and Jupiter has the influence that things are always expanding. So when something's always expanding, it's more potential for something to make it into this bubble that's expanding. It's covering a bigger space. A bigger space can only hold more things. A bigger house can only have more bedrooms for more people to sleep in. So with things constantly expanding in the 6th house, new experiences, you learning things in the workplace, you learning things about how to, you building philosophies about the significance of schedule, routine, and building stability and security and a work ethic, while you manifesting all that, that starts to take place within, your career perspective, you being held in that regard. But you got to make sure the more you expand here and the more space for things to come in, that you don't become content or stagnant because of distractions here. You could kind of, with Sagittarius being a little open here, you can manifest a lot of distractions. You can manifest a lot of things trying to throw you off. And now you have somewhat of a reckless routine or unstable routine and schedule, because you didn't navigate or make certain decisions, or you weren't stern with certain things. That's what I'm saying. Sagittarius in the 6th house, you got to be double stern in this house for people to respect your schedule and your routine and how you like. People may kind of not respect your shit in this house because it look like you don't respect your 6th house. You got to understand that here, Cancer rising. And damn well as a Cancer rising, you don't like people being overly comfortable with you, like overly assuming things, overly assuming they know you and shit. You don't like shit like that. So Sagittarius in the 6th house, don't ever give people that perspective that you don't care about your 6th house, because that's how people could start to play with you with your 6th house, or, play, not have no respect for your schedule, routine, or, any of that, lack time management with you and all that shit, and that may be some of the lessons Jupiter is teaching you here, when we talk about expansion, that's what we mean, experiencing new things, all right? Bringing spiritual growth through experiences. So that the Sagittarius in the 6th house has to learn that. Sagittarius in the 6th house has to learn how to deal with restrictions, has to learn how to be more disciplined. It's going to be very knowledgeable, and you can't use all that knowledge you gain in your 6th house for whatever you do in your 6th house for your given perspective, as far as what you do career where you work at, or just your overall knowledge about routine and scheduling in life. You can't have all of that and not apply yourself. You got Sagittarius here, you got a Jupiter influence here, you're like a sponge here, you're going to be able to learn a whole lot. When it comes into the workplace, you're going to learn a whole lot about other individuals and other things in the workplace overall, So you may attract mentors, you may attract people that teach you a lot of things within career. You have to understand, when you are focused on building something in the 6th house, Jupiter is going to find a way to reel you closer towards a source for you to learn from, or place you in the right environments and whatnot for you to experience what you need to experience for you to develop strong 6th house qualities. All right. But you just want to be practical here. You want to be structured here. You want to put a strong emphasis to make sure things are formatted in the 6th house, because it's so easy for this place to get unstable with Sagittarius here. All right. Apply your wisdom here, because you're going to develop a whole bunch of it. All right, guys. So shout out to my Cancer risings. All right, family. Make sure to like, share, subscribe so we can circulate these gems. Make sure to tap into my website to connect with the Lucky Libra. Tap into my Patreon if you'd like to dive deeper. And next episode, we're going to be picking it up with Capricorn. All right, Capricorn in the 6th house. Until next time, family. Peace.